All right, we are live, baby. Oh my goodness, what a night this was. Look, give me just one sec. But what a night this was. Um, this was amazing stuff. This is, of course, the start. I'm doing something here while I talk to you guys. But this, of course, was the start of SummerSlam weekend. And holy crap, what an explosive start it was. Um, I was blown away by by everything that I saw here. I was I continue to get impressed by this brand. It's just amazing. I cannot believe that we have NXT. Thank God for NXT, man. Um, it's amazing. Hold on, sorry, I'm just why didn't I just why didn't I come? Okay, fine, whatever. Okay, yeah. Holy crap, dude! Like this was good stuff. I mean, of course, we're gonna get into this right after I. Hold on, I'm live for. Yeah, I'm sorry. For those of you who've been with me from the beginning, this is you'll get to see my humble beginnings. That hey, I was there when Sid was, uh, you know, um, tweeting out to his followers to check out his live streams while he was still live. Why isn't this? Why can't I? What the hell is this crap? What? Sorry, guys, technical difficulties because social media decides to be a bitch. Um, so yeah, well, the reason why I'm not using my phone this time is because my phone wasn't charging for some reason. So sorry about that. So I mean, I have my notes on my computer, so I'll be looking at that. Luckily, you won't see the notes on here. Like, see, I have it open. You won't see it, so it's fine. Doesn't look as. I mean, it's still not that bad. It's still pretty decently professional, I guess. Yeah, hold on. So I'm not gonna be. So as I mentioned, there won't be a review for SummerSlam. There's going to be nothing for SummerSlam this time around, just because, like I said, tomorrow I have a previous engagement. So I hope you guys understand. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about this, folks. I'm just trying to get some people on here who could possibly, uh, you know, be watching. Oh, no, not her. She didn't even care about wrestling. Sorry. Yeah, anyway. Okay, this should be fine. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but all right. So, as I mentioned, this is my official review for NXT TakeOver Toronto 2. First of all, as I mentioned, what a great pay-per-view this was. I am so glad that we have NXT, though, and that NXT is just amazing. Thank you, Triple H, for everything you do on NXT. I hope this continues, and I'm especially very much a lot more excited for the prospect of it to go on Fox Sports 1, so FS1. So that's going to be pretty cool. And so yeah, I mean, it's going to be great. So I'm very, very excited to see where it goes from here. Give me one second. I got a text message from someone. All right. Well, if you have time. All right. Anyway, so yeah, but this was just fantastic stuff. Just I think and I'll talk about my overall thoughts on it, but I'm already giving it to you. But it was amazing. But again, that should not surprise you, as it shows what kind of um a brand that Triple H has built with NXT. It always continues whenever NXT Takeover does something. I'm always like, okay, how are they going to top last Takeover? Like, I didn't know how they were going to top Takeover 25, but by God, they did it. Holy shit, like they did it. So I'm very, very excited for this. And Takeover Toronto 2 was no different. Blew my mind. I was excited. So, yeah, we had about 5 matches on the card, 4 title matches, 1 kind of a grudge match. But let's figure out how great this show was. Am I going to give it 2 thumbs up, 2 thumbs down, somewhere in the middle? Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, this is my official review for NXT TakeOver Toronto. But before we begin, I do want to address one quick issue. Apparently, Vince McMahon is going to start getting involved a little bit more with NXT. This scares me, partly because it's been going on so well for with Triple H, and the reason why NXT has been doing so well is because Vince doesn't have isn't hands on with NXT, and it is all Triple H. So I don't know what his role in NXT is going to be if he does become more hands-on with it. I don't know what he's going to do, but it does scare me because we see what he's been doing with Raw and SmackDown. Now, I know that. Let me get a drink real quick. I mean, he did bring Paul Heyman and Eric Bischoff to be executive producers on Raw and SmackDown, respectively, but nothing really, from what I've seen, nothing really has changed. I still only continue to care about The Fiend and Kevin Owens. So I don't know what to say. But I am a little concerned about this, but praying to God that nothing bad happens to NXT and Vince McMahon does not destroy the sanctity of this show. But without further ado, I'm talking way too much. We're already 8 minutes into the stream. Let's dive right in to TakeOver New York, TakeOver Toronto 2. I'm still reeling in, so that's kind of why my brain is all, wired. It's all just like, holy shit, what's going on? Anyway, but let's kind of dive right into some of these matches. Let's start off. So NXT TakeOver started off as it always starts off, and that is with the tag team title matches. I thought they would start off with Shirai and Candice since it's a non-title match, but they'd started off traditional as TakeOver tradition, as apparently has become with TakeOver traditionally, to start with the tag team title match. So let's talk about it. We had Street Profits taking on Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, or Red Dragon of the Undisputed Era. They were called Red Dragon in ROH, for those who don't know. But really fantastic match, as all the tag team matches are. I'm gonna say this. I think some of the tag team matches on NXT TakeOver card are some of the most underrated ones, because even me, I always think, oh, okay, I mean, it's gonna be good, but it's not gonna be that. It's not gonna be anything like spectacular. But boy, was I proven wrong with this match. Great stuff here. I really enjoyed it. Both teams absolutely brought it to the table. Dawkins and O'Reilly started things off. Both men were taunting each other. A huge spine buster by Dawkins, which led to some mat wrestling by both of these guys. So that was interesting to see Dawkins engaging in some mat wrestling. Then Fish does tag in and takes it to Dawkins. Ford tagged in, and Profits hit an assisted axe handle onto the Era. Ford then fends off Red Dragon, but Fish takes control. I'm just reading the notes right here. Both men then showing a lot of athleticism, and Ford hits a couple of arm drags and a drop kick. So that was pretty fantastic. And Profits then hit a bonsai drop and double flapjack to the Era, and like that looked amazing too. Then a huge running elbow strike by Fish to Dawkins, then a ground and pound by O'Reilly. O'Reilly took Ford to rest hold City for a little bit. Ford then hit a leaping lariat onto Fish and a kick to fend off O'Reilly, all in tandem, which was fantastic stuff. Then we had Fish and O'Reilly hit a huge tandem German suplex and then an Achilles lock by O'Reilly. Kyle then thwarted a rope break, which was really cool. Then Dawkins came in, hit a spine buster to Fish onto O'Reilly and Ford to break the submission. This was just some balls to the wall action. Then we had a corkscrew and stinger splash by Dawkins to, I believe it was O'Reilly, or I forget, but Profits then did hit a guillotine onto O'Reilly. All four men then get up and get into a huge striking fest. They both kind of, both teams, both men on their respective tag teams hit the other tag team, in sync, in synchrony. No, not synchrony. Yeah, in sync, I guess. In synchrony. That's what it is, I guess. Then Dawkins does spear both members of the Era. Then a frog splash by Ford to O'Reilly to win the match, and the Street Profits do retain the NXT Tag Team titles. What a great match! But unfortunately, the whole prophecy that the Undisputed Era will be draped in gold does not seem to be coming into fruition for poor Adam Cole, baby. So we will see what happens as the night progresses. Up next, we talk about the aforementioned match that I thought was going to open up the show, but no, it didn't. This is the second match. So we had Io Shirai taking on Candice LeRae. Io Shirai, as we all know, has now turned heel. She doesn't need friends, and she doesn't need any of you. She doesn't need me. She doesn't need anything at all. She can take care of herself. Io Shirai definitely channeling her inner Minoru Suzuki. So that was good stuff. I loved seeing that. Then we had Candice LeRae just entering and just beating up on Io. Shirai rolled out of the ring, and then she suplexed LeRae onto the table, which was gnarly. Then LeRae enters the ring to the count of 9, but is met by a basement dropkick from Io, and then Flapjack and another basement dropkick by Io Shirai again. Shirai just wants to punish LeRae throughout this match. She's like hitting, her punches have become so wild, and she's become pretty manic when she's turned heel. And hey, what's up, DJ Storms? What's going on, man? Fact that Yui didn't walk out with all the gold confuses me. The fact that Shirai was LeRae, probably the best women's match of the year, and it was over nothing. We haven't gotten a good main roster. That's true. I agree. If it's all the same, I would rather not talk about the main roster right now. I'm all full of pro wrestling already. I think I've had my fill for this weekend. I'm good. I'm not even going to watch SummerSlam, mainly because I have something else going on, DJ. So, but I mean, either way, I just don't even want to watch it. It's whatever. But yeah, I agree though. I haven't really seen too many good main roster matches since Mania. So, trip to Philly was really good. I have vlogs coming out, DJ. So so I guess I'll say right now, since I am not going to be doing a SummerSlam review. I will, however, have released my first vlog from my Philly, not just Philly. I went throughout the East Coast, actually, DJ. But so I will be releasing my East Coast vlogs every single week. The first vlog will go up tomorrow morning. I'll probably edit it today and put it out tomorrow morning. So be on the lookout for that. So that's gonna be my thing. And next week I will definitely break down Marvel Phase 4. All the titles that were announced. But we'll get to that next week. But for now, let's continue with TakeOver Toronto. So where were we? Let me bring this down here so I can see myself as well. Sorry. Shirai wants to punish. Oh, yeah. Shirai then hit a camel clutch onto LeRae, and then an air raid crash by Io, so channeling her inner Tommaso Ciampa now. Kind of interesting that both of the Garganos had their friends turn on them when the going got tough. Anyway, so Shirai goes for a missile dropkick, but LeRae dodges. Octopus hold on to Shirai by Candice LeRae. LeRae did block a 619/Tiger feint kick and converted it into a net breaker. But finally, Io did hit the Tiger feint kick onto the back of LeRae's neck, which looked painful. Then Candice hit a tope into a DDT. That was fantastic stuff. Like, I was like, holy crap, that right there is Johnny Gargano's wife, and I loved it. It was great stuff. I think she just did a great job. Like, her offense has always been, in my opinion, pretty innovative. So that's pretty. So yeah, I mean, that's just what I got to say. But anyway, then where was I? Shit, sorry. Io with a crossface to LeRae, and then and she converted that into a cover. That was fine. LeRae then converted a fireman's carry into a reverse Rana. LeRae just amazing with those counters, man. I love her, man. She's awesome. Then she followed up by hitting a swinging net breaker off the middle rope. So definitely giving, showing Io that she's not a pushover, right? And then double underhook backbreaker by Io into a moonsault. So that was just good stuff. And then Io hits a submission move called the Koji Clutch. Apparently, at least that's what Mauro Ronaldo called it. And then LeRae does fade away, a la Shayna Baszler's Kirifuda Clutch. And this gives Io Shirai the win. Really good match. I think it was a very good, fast-paced match by both these women. And I loved every minute of it. I was like almost on the edge of my seat for the majority of this match. I got to give WWE credit for adding a submission move to Io's moveset. Gives her more legitimacy. Yeah. And also, since she's a heel, I think her kind of more grounded style does fit better with that character. So, yeah, absolutely. I think I like that. I like the Koji Clutch. It's pretty cool. It could become the new Kirifuda Clutch. Who knows? That's gonna be really interesting. I'm surprised. I'm looking forward to see what they do with heel Io. I don't know who she's gonna feud with next. Is she just gonna continue to feud? I think is maybe whenever Dakota Kai returns, maybe they can have a match, because that would be an amazing match. I would love to see Candice Io Shirai versus Dakota Kai sometime down the line. Whenever Dakota heals from her injury that has been taking ages to heal from, right? Then we get an impromptu interruption then we get a brotastic interruption. I am so sorry. But Matt Riddle is in the ring, and he's not looking like a pothead this time. He's not looking like he smoked a whole pound of weed. He is actually really, really pissed off. Yim versus Baszler versus LeRae versus Io at War Games. Well, the thing is with War Games, it's got to be a team though. So, maybe we'll see. I mean, I would love to see a women's War Games match. That would be pretty cool. But I think it needs to be a team effort. So yeah, Yim and LeRae and maybe two more women in another team. No, Yim, LeRae, and two other women in another team, 4 women, and then we have Io, Shayna, and the other 2 horsewomen in one team. There's your War Games match. I would like to see that as well. But yeah, that's a good idea. Definitely those 4 women in a War Games match. That needs to absolutely happen. Io's team, yeah, should definitely win that one. But anyway, so yeah, Matt Riddle's in the ring. He's angry at Killian Dane. He calls him out. Dane comes out through the crowd. Both men do have a brawl. Riddle then hit a V trigger to Dane on the entrance strap. I'm gonna call it the V trigger. I don't care. It's a V trigger. Okay, that's what it is. Anyway, so then the refs and security do pull them apart, but Riddle fights the officials. He hits another V trigger onto a staff member, and then a GTS onto another person. Though the announcers refuse to call it that. I wonder why. Then Dane beats up Matt some more, but Riddle kind of applies like a clutch, kind of climbs on Dane's back and applies a submission hold, but Dane kind of runs and crashes both of them onto a table. So both men are out. I think this match is definitely going to be a match taken into TakeOver War Games, and I would be really excited to see a match. No DQ, no DQ on NXT TV. Um, yeah, that would be like that should be the main event of NXT. I think because this match is happening next week, I believe, or is it or no? I don't think yet, but it should happen next week or maybe the week after to kind of maybe have like like a really good stipulation, like a no disqualification, like DJ, like what you're saying, or just if you really want to give it a good build it up to War Games. I don't care. This is a match that I didn't think that I really wanted, but now I'm just like, holy shit, I kind of want this match now. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. See, NXT. That's the thing with NXT. They give us matches that we don't know that we want, unlike the main roster, which gives us matches that we really don't want, but we get anyway. And that's why I'm very concerned about the prospect of Vince McMahon coming in and being more hands-on with NXT, because at any point he could just go, "Well, we want Killian Dane." No, I don't. I'm not going to do it. But at any point, he could just go, "We want Shayna Baszler to be the NXT champion." Or no, he would probably just bring in Brock Lesnar and have him win all the titles: the NXT title, the North American title, the NXT Women's title, and the tag team titles. Just have him hold all the gold, and he never shows up to TV. That's what would happen if Vince took over. Anyway, yeah, I know, DJ, you're screaming right now, but I mean, that's probably what's going to happen. Anyway, let's move on though. Let's move on to the North American title match. The Velveteen Dream, the North American champion, taking on Pete Dunne, the Bruiserweight himself, versus the Messiah of the Backbreaker, Roderick Strong, in a barn freaking burner of a match. By the way, Io and Candice was an amazing match too, so I'm not taking anything away from them. Freaking amazing match here. Dream did come out to a Canadian theme intro with some of the dancers, and they paid tribute to the Raptors, who of course were the NBA champions this year. So congratulations to the Toronto Raptors. I don't really follow basketball that much, but apparently that's why I watch NXT, because they keep us updated on basketball. Anyway, but the match begins with Strong taunting Dream and Dunne, who do kind of try to team up a little bit, but Dream does get taken out by both Strong and Dunne, who do go at it for a long time. Dream did attempt a sharpshooter, and I'll be honest, I was kind of coming downstairs with my laptop, while I was watching this match, so I missed a few spots here, but I'm going to talk about whatever I can. Dream and Dunne then team up on Strong for some time. Then those two get into it, which was great. Russian leg sweep to Strong by Dream. Looked good. Dream then finally did lock in the sharpshooter onto Strong as a tribute to, of course, Canadian wrestling legend Bret the Hitman Hart, or whatever the hell he does. Anyway, sorry. I'm just trying to keep myself entertained. I'm trying to stay awake a little bit. But anyway, but Dunne did hit a missile drop kick onto Dream, which looked amazing. All three men in a strike fest. That was awesome stuff. Yeah, well, hold on, DJ. I'm gonna get into the results. But yeah, I mean, we'll get it. Let me get into this. So Dunne thwarted a tiger bomb into a triangle, so that looked awesome. But Dream then hit so the triangle was locked, and both men were in a corner. Then Dream hit a coast to coast onto Dunne and Strong. Shane McMahon, step up your game if you want to be the best in the world. You got some competition there, buddy. Then Strong spiked Dream and spiked Dream onto the floor, and then Tiger drived Pete Dunne onto Velveteen Dream. Holy shit, that was amazing. Strong then puts both men in the stronghold submission, so that was awesome. Then Dunne comes in and wishbones both, Dream and Strong. I put Dunne, wishbones, Dunne and Strong. No, it's Dunne. He wished Dream and Strong. Yeah, Dunne wishbones himself. That's what happened. No, I'm kidding. Then a bitter end to Strong. Dream thwarts the ref, actually. Dunne gets pissed. Dunn tries to kill. Hold on. Sorry. Dunn kind of tries to kill Dream, but then Dream did hit a Dream Valley driver onto Speed Dunn. Then Strong throws him out of the ring. Then follows up with an end of heartache. Dream comes in, throws Strong away, and breaks the pin and covers Dunn to win the match. So Velveteen Dream does retain. What would you? Yeah. That's kind of what I wrote in my notes, basically. Excellent triple threat match. Talk Dream. Yeah, maybe they win inside War Games. Who knows? I mean, it's like a winner take all match. You have but that's the thing though. NXT. Well, yeah. I mean, we have Adam Cole, Bebe. You get. So I would actually do, if we were going to do a War Games match with them. I would do Strong, O'Reilly, and Fish versus Dream and the Street Profits. That should be the teams in the War Games in a winner take all match. Then we have all the gold being. Oh, this one's out. My other chapsticks are downstairs. Crap. Anyway, or they're probably in one of my pants. But anyway, but I would actually, that would be pretty cool. I would like to see a match like that, a 6-man War Games match with all the champions versus the 3 members of the Undisputed Era who don't have gold yet. So look, hopefully that's what happens, or I don't know, maybe the prophecy never gets filled. That would kind of suck. But anyway, let's move on to the second women's match of the night. Shayna Baszler, the Queen of Spades, the submission magician, as she calls herself now, taking on Mia Yim, the HBIC and the Blasian Baddie, which they don't call her the Blasian Baddie anymore, which kind of sucks because that sounds kind of cool. Anyway, this was actually a very slow match. This is a bit of a slow burn. I think kind of after the exciting and amazing and quick action that we saw with LeRae and Io, this was a much more of a slow burn in term, as compared to that match. I know they're both 2 different matches. They're not, one's a grudge match. This is a championship match, whatever. But I still think it could have, use some speed, which it did pick up towards the second half of the match, or the last third of the match. But after that, but until then, it was pretty slow for me. But anyway, still not a bad match though. Then Yim has her whole gang show up at the entrance ramp, so she's like, "Yeah, thug life." I am just all kinds of. I'm just out of whack today. I'm so sorry. But Shayna comes out without Duke and Shafir, so she can't do her best impression of Goldberg this time. Both women engage in some catch wrestling, so that was very interesting to see. Yim then fish hooked Shayna Baszler's mouth, kind of like this, or that, which looked really painful. Yim does injure Shayna's arm in the beginning with the steel steps. So that was very, so she's smart, she's loyal, she's a genius. I appreciate that. Freaking DJ Khaled got me saying all kinds of bullshit. Anyway, but yeah, so then, sorry, I was moving my notes over there so I could see myself and I could also see the chat. So anyway, but yeah, so then we have Shayna's arm is injured, but she does use her legs quite a bit in this match. Baszler stomps Yim's arm, does the thing where she takes off her little headband and then stomps you, because if she takes off her headband, that means she really means business and no more Mr. Nice Girl. I don't know. Anyway, but we have Shayna with a standing armbar while Yim grabs her hair and takes Baszler down. Yim does a lot of hair pulling in this match. So Yim gouges Baszler's eye here, showing that she's a, real thug, yo. Because, do whatever it takes. Like she was, because she was growing up in the streets, and she's she's an OG who listens to NWA and Tupac all day. And, and no disrespect, by the way, I like Mia Yim. I'm just making fun of her because that's just what I do, I guess. So belly to belly by Mia Yim, followed by a suicide and a tornado DDT. So that was a good combination by Mia. So like there were some faster spots here and there, but for the most part, this is a pretty slow burn, like I said. Yim then hits it with a tarantula to Shayna on the ropes. Then Yim and Shayna were on the top rope. Mia hits a huge avalanche code blue onto Shayna Baszler. And I think this is where I thought the match was over. I was like, oh, crap, new NXT Women's Champion. But no, not yet. And this is where the speed kind of picked up for me. So from here onwards, the match became pretty fast-paced. Then Akira Fuda clutch locked in, but Mia does target the injured arm. So she's able to escape out of that. Excuse me. Then Yim does the arm thing that Shayna Baszler does to her, except her hair is already untied, so she can't, go, oh, I'm a freaking badass. Look at me taking off my hairband. Then Yim hits the Yim with the armbar, but Shayna does get her back into the clutch, which Yim does break out of, and then Shayna wraps her legs around Mia Yim and hits that triangle, and Yim does finally tap. Shayna does retain, and she did it without the help of Shafir and Duke. Now, of course, she's done that before, but it's been a while. So, I mean, it was good to see that, hey, look, I'm a badass heel and I can actually do stuff. So I really wonder who's next. Who is actually going to take the title off of Shayna Baszler? Because, she's pretty much killed everyone, and yeah, I mean, I think the only other person that she could face off against is probably Candice LeRae. And then you can kind of reignite that feud with Io Shirai if you do that, which I wouldn't mind seeing another match between those two, because that, like I said, this was a really good match. I could totally see Candice LeRae eventually taking the title off of Shayna, and Io, and then her finally going up to Io and saying, "Isn't this what you wanted? Here you go. You get your title shot." And we have that match at next at the takeover that's going to happen before Royal Rumble. So that's kind of what I can see happening. I'm just trying to do some long-term booking. That's why I'm waiting until that long. Adam and Gargano are going to be hurting. Yeah, we're about to talk about that. So just hold on, hold your horses, DJ. Just hold on just a sec. I'm going to talk about it because that was a good match. Let me just get it. I'll get into that in just a sec. But yeah, I'm just trying to do some long-term booking, but this that's kind of what I think should happen, because I don't have any problem with Shayna Baszler. I just want to put that out there. I do not have an issue with Shayna Baszler. I think she's fine as an athlete. I think she does some good. Her MMA background and her catch wrestling, as they highlighted in this match, really helps her a lot. She's amazing in the ring, and she's a damn good talker. Like when she talks, I'm like, holy shit, she's going to kill me. But I'm kind of done with her as champion. I really am. I don't care. I'm just kind of done with her. I really do want to see someone else take the title. I know, Mia Yim, I didn't expect her to take the title off of Shayna this time. I think, she's definitely not ready yet. She needs to, rack up more wins. I mean, back of the line for her, but she needs to be racking up more wins right now. And crap, sorry, just putting my phone for charge. But she needs to be racking up some more wins. I think at this point, like I said, you build up Candice LeRae. You have her beat Shayna at War Games, and you have Io Shirai versus Candice LeRae for the NXT Women's title at the next takeover, which I don't know when that's going to be, but whatever the next takeover is. And that's how I would do it. But we'll see. Maybe they have some plans down the line. But overall, fine match. Wasn't anything spectacular. Everything I kind of expected. Like I said, slow burn, but after the code blue by Mia Yim, this match definitely picked up. So good stuff on there. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. Johnny Gargano versus the NXT let's start over. The NXT champion Adam Cole, baby, taking on Johnny Gargano in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Both men decided the first 2 falls. The first fall is a full-fledged wrestling match. The second fall is a street fight. So this was just amazing, amazing stuff. I really, really loved this match. I thought this is absolute chaos throughout. There is a lot to talk about for this match. So, ladies and gentlemen, just fasten your seatbelts because here we go. So, let's begin. Now, we did have, and to DJ's point, yes, both Adam and Gargano are going to be hurting a lot tomorrow because of the punishment both of these men meted out to each other. So, like, holy crap, this was just balls to the wall crazy. Johnny Gargano cosplayed as Wolverine. That makes perfect sense because Wolverine is Canadian. So that's awesome. And, Johnny Gargano definitely did. If Wolverine was in this match, he would have done exactly what Johnny Gargano did in this. And also, if you missed it, on Johnny's wristbands, it had Wolverine's claws on it. I thought that was a really cool touch. The comic book nerd in me just went absolutely ballistic. So this makes me even more excited to talk about Marvel Phase 4. So look out for that next week, hopefully. Anyway, but let's talk about everything. So yeah, as I mentioned, the first fall is a regular role wrestling match. Great stuff here. A lot of catch wrestling by both men, so that was good stuff. Both men avoided their respective finishers, and both of them tried for a super kick, which both of them said no, never mind. Cole faked. Gargano then was on the top rope, and he faked out Cole, thinking that he was going to hit the Panama Sunrise onto Cole, but he then hit a Rana and then a drop kick through the middle ropes. That was freaking crazy. Sorry, just trying to have to burp myself. Gargano does target Cole's knee because that is the knee that he uses for his patented last shot. So, he injures that knee so that Cole can't use it anymore. Cole hits a wheelbarrow, the first of many wheelbarrows. There was a lot of that by Adam Cole this match. Cole hits a wheelbarrow onto Gargano on the apron, so Gargano's back is hurt. So both men kind of target each other's injured body parts. Gargano targeting Cole's knee, and Cole targeting Gargano's back. Sorry. Anyway, that was a big gulp. So Gargano using his noggin and sacrificing the first fall to beat Cole. Yeah, I'll DJ, just hold on. I'm talking about it. Just let me go through the spots, dude. Just hold on. All right. Then Cole hit a wheelbarrow onto Gargano. Sorry. Johnny then targets the knee. Okay. Yeah, Cole puts Johnny in a head scissors, and Gargano does escape and convert that into an ankle lock, but Cole launches him onto the turnbuckle. Gargano then hit an overhead belly to belly. That looked good stuff. That looked great. Then, of course, since Cole's knee is injured, then Gargano did hit a figure 4. Woo! Anyway, Ric Flair. But wheelbarrow suplex by Cole. See, again, with the suplex, the wheelbarrow moves. Gargano then hit a sunset driver onto Cole. So much wheelbarrowing by Adam Cole, like I mentioned. Cole then thwarts a slingshot spear with a super kick, then hits an Ushigoroshi. That looked amazing. I love his Ushigoroshis. Then Cole does argue with the ref, then rolls out of the ring and brings a chair in. The ref gets distracted with the chair, which allows Cole to low blow Johnny Gargano. Then Gargano grabs the chair and hits Cole, and Cole gets the first fall by DQ. And Gargano, you said, using his noggin, sacrificing the. Yeah, so that was perfect. Yeah, I do agree but I do agree with what you said, DJ. So, but DJ, I'm going through the spots. I'm not saying I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I want to just go through the spots one by one. Please don't spoil it yet. I know it's already over, but let me just go through the spots, all right? But I appreciate your enthusiasm. Thank you for that, though. But anyway, yeah, I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just saying. So, but I hope you understand. Besides, that's your job. So, anyway, the second fall is a street fight. This just got very brutal. Now, this match, well, that was weird. But now this match, it's, I will say this. This match was basically kind of like a three stages of hell match. That's literally what this match was. Okay, so and I'll get into that in just a minute, but you know, let's continue with this. Gargano throws a chair at Cole and follows up with a suicide onto the outside. I was like, holy crap, that's crazy. His freaking precision is just out of this world. Gargano's is at least. Um, Cole and Gargano brawl throughout the arena. Mainly, Gargano just beat the shit out of Cole. Um, then a double axe handle off of one of the guardrails by Gargano. Then Gargano sits Cole on a rolly chair and crashes him into another guardrail. Then they go off to the announce table. Gargano shouts "Mamma Mia!" That was pretty cool. Then Gargano sends Cole through the Spanish announce table, so that was fantastic stuff. Then Johnny gets two damn tables because we got those stupid "we want tables" chants. I mean, seriously, there's a freaking awesome match going on, and all you can think about is some damn tables. Like, just watch the freaking match, okay? The tables will come. Just calm down. Anyway, just chill for a minute and watch some damn good wrestling. So, anyway, and I get it. The crowd can chant whatever they want, but please just be more focused on be more invested in what the performers are giving, especially because it's NXT. Now, if this was main roster, I don't mind because, let's face it, their no DQ matches are basically like something that I would see on a Looney Tunes cartoon. Matter of fact, Looney Tunes cartoons are way more brutal than a lot of I'm being facetious. But yeah, I mean, for NXT, please just watch the damn match because it's damn good and your tables will come. Just be patient. Okay. Anyway, that's my little rant on the "we want tables" chants. Anyway, I thought there was something up here on my eye. Anyway, sorry. Not really. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with me. This pay-per-view has pretty much affected me in more ways than one. That's why I'm just spewing all kinds of crazy shit. So please forgive me. So in a good way, by the way, in a good way. So, but then we have Johnny Table's chance. That was fun. Then Johnny throws in two more chairs, came into the ring, was met by a shining wizard by Cole, and then an Ushigoroshi onto the chair, and that was again looked really brutal. Gargano then lawn darts Cole onto a chair that was on the apron and hit the Gargano escape, and Cole taps and gives Gargano the second fall. Now we get the third fall, and we have this humongous cage structure getting lowered down, and the entire cage is on the top of the cage is lined up with barbed wire, and there are all sorts of cool toys for both men to kill each other with. I again was wondering where the Hattori Hanzo was because they might as well have had that on there as well. But this was a great third fall. Again, this is why I felt like this was like a three stages of hell match, just because the stipulation just got way more and more brutal as the match went on. We got a lot of EC dub chants, which I would say those were warranted because this is basically like something that would be out of ECW. I'm surprised they didn't shout CZW because whatever. Yeah, I mean something out of ECW or even CZW, like I said. So yeah, you can. Oh, that was very warranted though. That I don't mind because that made a lot of sense because you get the point. So, okay, I lost my. Both men get into a bit of a strike fest. Gargano picks up a kendo stick. Cole super kicks him, picks up his own, and then both men get into a stick fight. Oh, excuse me. Both men keep hitting each other with their kendo sticks. I was surprised that they didn't do like a little sword fight. Like they didn't like hit the kendo sticks with each other like they used them as swords. Like like when I was a kid and I used to do sword fighting. I wish they did that. That would have been really funny. But again, this is a pretty serious match, so I get why they didn't do it. But I just thought that it would have been kind of cool, But again, it would have kind of made them look a lot more immature. So I get why they didn't do that. But Anyway, so both men did, of course, super kick each other. Oh wait, no, where was I? And then both men, yeah, super kick each other after they sword fought, I guess. And then a reverse Rana sits Cole onto a chair, which then Gargano uses, and then Gargano hits him with a DIY super kick while Cole is sat on the chair. We had fight forever chance, and yeah, I would not. Yeah, fight forever is right because they've had 3 matches already together. I don't know why I keep doing this for three. The V1, I guess I miss Woken Matt Hardy, man. Anyway, um, so yeah, but then we had Gargano sent through a chair stuck to the cage, which was crazy. Then a huge backstabber by Cole with the help of the kendo stick. So that was fantastic. Gargano then grabbed a fire extinguisher on the top rope and then sprays Cole and then hits a huge tornado DDT onto the chairs, onto Adam Cole, onto the chairs. Then Gargano breaks a kendo stick on Cole, then tosses it out, climbs up the cage, and tries to go for the sledgehammer that's lodged on the barbed wire. Then Cole meets him on the top of the cage, but Gargano hits another reverse Rana, and then Gargano grabs the hammer, but is met with 2 super kicks by one Adam Cole. Then Cole throws the ladder from the top of the cage at Gargano, who narrowly dodges it. Then Adam Cole follows up with the Panama Sunrise, and then Cole climbs up a ladder and hits another Panama Sunrise. We get Yowie Wowie chance, and yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Cole then goes for a last shot, but Gargano basically just passes out. Then Cole sets up Gargano on the chair and tries for a last shot, but Gargano gets out of the way in the nick of time, and Cole's knee is hurt. And then Gargano escaped with the kendo stick by Johnny Wrestling. Then Gargano did set up 2 tables and ascend the ladder, but Cole did roll off the table. Then an avalanche Canadian destroyer by Johnny Gargano, which looked awesome. Oh, knocked my mic. Gargano then did produce a bag which contained some brass knuckles, some chains, a metal pipe, and some pliers. So Gargano grabs the pliers, climbs up to the top of the cage, cuts off a piece of barbed wire that he wants to use on Cole, I mean. Then Cole meets him at the very, very tippy top of the cage, which was fantastic. Then both men were kind of slugging it out for the most part, so that was cool. And then Cole hits a huge dive off the top of the cage onto the 2 tables, and then lackadaisically just kind of puts his arm over a basically dead Johnny Gargano and wins the match. So Adam Cole wins the second fall and retains the NXT title after a hellacious 2 out of 3 falls match. And I swear to God, that spot that could have gone so freaking wrong. I agree, DJ. That I was like, whoa, that was like words cannot describe the emotions that were going through my head as I saw that spot and this entire match. It kind of sucked that I didn't see Tommaso Ciampa coming out and ruining the match, but I get it. I mean, he's injured. Second of all, it's their match. They need to, they should be, it's their match. They should be putting on a classic. Let them do their thing. You don't need other people interrupting. But yeah, jeez, dude, I was like, Jesus Christ, this was one hellacious match. Like I said, felt like a 3 stages of hell match. That's basically what it was. But they're trying. I guess they can't call it that for some reason. You might as well just call it a 3 stages of hell match. So yeah, but I still wonder who is next to challenge Adam Cole, baby, for his NXT champion. And where does Johnny Gargano go from here? This was a pretty rough night for the Garganos. I am sure they could probably go home and play with their Marvel action figures to make themselves feel better. And hey, I mean, that's what I would do. Or they can, read some Marvel comics because, they're both Marvel fans. Again, something that I would do as well. Or I might just watch Dragon Ball Z because, you know, I'm wearing the shirt. So anyway, but yeah, overall, my God, what a fantastic match this was. Had me invested from beginning to the end. Like, just again, words can't describe. If you did not watch NXT TakeOver, which I don't know why you didn't, you probably should go check it out. Um, I would at least suggest you watch this match because this was just this was absolutely brutal. But also the thing is, so it was a very brutal match, but it was also very athletic. You know that it didn't just rely on both men just killing each other. Well, they did, but it didn't rely on both men seeing who could shed the most blood off of it didn't rely on that. There was a lot of athleticism, a lot of good wrestling, a lot of technical stuff there, along with some hellaciously brutal spots. So this was one of the best matches that NXT has ever put on. Probably, I would say this is definitely in my opinion, Cole Gargano 3 is an absolute match of the year candidate. All three of their matches, I keep doing this, I don't know why, but all three of their matches are definitely excuse me, are definitely match of the year candidates. And like honestly, just watch that entire trilogy. It's fan freaking tastic. So, just like Gargano Ciampa and all their matches, this is a trilogy that you should absolutely watch. So yeah, I loved it. I thought it was amazing, and overall, I thought NXT Takeover Toronto was fan freaking tastic. Again, SummerSlam has their work cut out for them. So I don't know what they can do to top this. Okay. Unless, I don't know what they're going to do. I mean, literally on SummerSlam, there's literally like 4 matches that I really want to see. This pay per view, by the way, only 5 matches. And it ended and it was only the whole pay per view was only 2.5 hours long. And in 2.5 hours, the NXT has, and this is tradition with all of NXT, with NXT and the main roster, the 2 to 2.5 hours that the less than 3 hours that NXT has for their pay-per-views, that for that particular 3 plus 2 up to 3 hours, um, always seems to blow the main roster pay-per-view out of the water, especially even the big 5 ones. I don't know what to say. I mean, just it's always quality over quantity, and that's why I mean, I get so much more respect for this brand with every single takeover because these people, they know what they're doing. Triple H knows what the hell he's doing with NXT. And again, this excites me even more for NXT to get go onto Fox. So it should be interesting. But I do hope we see it on the WWE Network. I don't want to, not see it on the WWE Network. But I'll see. I don't know because if it does go to Fox and it does become 2 hours, I don't know. I'm gonna have to change up my reviewing schedule because NXT and 205 Live. I don't know. I may have to just review NXT. Well, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'll still probably review NXT and 205 Live. It'll just be much longer episodes. It'll just be a little episode. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I know. I do hope they're rumors, but I don't know what Vince is taking over. I don't know. I really hope he's not. But if he is, I don't know. I really don't know what to say. I'm not gonna say. I'm not even like cautiously optimistic about Vince taking over. I just don't want him to take over. I would rather him just stay the hell away and let him continue to ruin the main roster. Please don't ruin this. I beg of you, please. So just do something right for once in your life, Vince. Sorry. Anyway, but overall, what a fantastic pay-per-view this was. NXT TakeOver Toronto, great stuff. Again, SummerSlam, you have your work cut out for you, so good freaking luck. And you have 6 hours, okay? You can at least give us 3 to 4 good matches, okay? there's only 4 matches I think that I'm really looking forward to, and those are like, the cruiserweight match, Bray Wyatt versus Finn Balor. Shit, what the hell? And you probably AJ Styles versus Ricochet. It's like 3 matches actually, not even 4. I don't know. There's not really any other match that I'm really looking forward to. I mean, Goldberg versus Dolph Ziggler. Who gives a shit? Freaking uh, uh, Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar. I don't even care about that match anymore. So good job WWE. You made me really not care about Seth Rollins anymore. Well, that's not okay. Well, granted, that's not their fault. It's Seth's fault because he said some stupid shit on Twitter. So yeah, but yeah, I think there's only like 3 matches on SummerSlam that I really do care about, and yeah, I just named them right now. So I might go back and check those out, but I'm definitely not gonna watch the whole freaking pay-per-view because that's some BS. I ain't watching that shit. So yeah, but like I said, TakeOver, amazing show, great stuff here. Match of the night was absolutely, positively Adam Cole versus Gargano versus Cole Gargano 3. This 2 out of 3 falls match was just absolutely brutal and fantastic and just told a great story. So I loved it. But as far as rating goes, NXT TakeOver Toronto 2. This is called what? NXT TakeOver Toronto 2, right? So I think it's only right that I give the TakeOver Toronto 2 thumbs up. That's right. 2 thumbs up from the nerdy mark because this was amazing. And again, SummerSlam, take notes. Seriously, take some notes because this is exactly how you put on a freaking pay-per-view. All right. But anyway, with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this bit of a long review, but it was, of course, TakeOver. So I wanted to make it. I mean, I didn't mean to make it extra long, but I thought I'd be done in like 30 minutes. But no, it's almost an hour. But anyway, overall, TakeOver Toronto, like I said, hope you guys great stuff. 2 thumbs up, like I said. Excuse me. Oh, geez, excuse me again. Well, with that, let me know what you guys thought about TakeOver Toronto in the comment section below. Thank you, DJ Storm, for joining me and being on the chat. Really appreciate it. But, with that, thank you for watching. As always, look forward to a vlog coming your way tomorrow morning, hopefully. No, it'll be out tomorrow morning. Don't worry. But with that in mind, thank you all so very much for watching. If you like what you see, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on social media and tell your friends about the Nerdy Mark. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you so much for your continued support. With that, this is Sid signing off. Have a good night. Enjoy SummerSlam, and I'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye-bye.